All right, Rubes. You're not asleep. What? Ruby? What? Oh, no. Ruby.
I don't need a coffee.
You don't have to drink it.
What I need is for someone to listen. Why is everybody around here so slow?
Interview continues with Ruby Miligan at 0740 hours, June 3rd, 2025. So after that first night, the one that you've previously described, did your father ever abuse you again?
Repeatedly, from when I was 14 until I was 16.
And have you ever tried to hurt your father, Anthony Fox, before?
No. I left home and never saw him again. Until he just turned up. No warning.
Was anyone else aware of his past behaviour towards you, the alleged abuse?
I told my mother.
Okay, and your mother is?
Dead. She didn't believe me anyway.
Why didn't she believe you?
Well, if she was alive, you could ask her. Why do wives not believe their husband's accusers?
And what about your husband? Did you tell him?
Only recently. But he knows nothing about what I did. What?
I think we'll take another break.
Why? We only just started. What did she say?
Your solicitor is on his way.
Oh, I told you I don't want a solicitor. I don't need a solicitor. Why aren't you listening to me?
Yeah. Read that. Woke up about 4:30. She wasn't here.
She's with the police now, talking.
She thinks she's protecting us, doesn't she?
I don't care what she thinks, Caleb. We had an agreement. We had a plan. We all sat round here and we discussed it. Oh, my God.
I've got a solicitor on his way there.
What good is a solicitor? It's a confession. It's us that's going to need the solicitors. I don't believe this. What does Kane say?
Right, just let me get on top of it, will you?
No, I'm calling him.
No. Ruby is my wife. The solicitor's trying to work out a plan on the way. It's not going to be easy, because she's confessed before they've identified the body. I filled him in about their history, so I don't know. What, maybe self-defence?
It doesn't sound like you're on top of this at all, Caleb. It sounds like you're clutching at straws. Right, you just keep it together.
Mr. Miligan, I was hoping I might be able to ask you a few questions.
Yeah? Come on.
Hi. Where's Mum?
Your mum's fine.
Well, then why are these guys here? Has there been an accident?
No, nobody's had an accident.
Hello, Steph. Yeah, I'm DC Cole, and I'm just here to make some inquiries.
About what?
Tell her, Caleb.
Well, as you know, your mum, well, she hasn't been herself for a little while.
She's not being herself.
Listen, Steph, we're as confused as you are, but this is going to come as a bit of a shock to you. A couple of hours ago, your mum went to the police station and she told them that she'd killed your granddad.
What?
It's okay, try not to get too worked up. We have no idea why she'd say something like that, but we're all just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Granddad's dead?
No.
As far as we know, as far as we ever know, your granddad's totally fine.
Well, then why would she say something like that?
Steph, you filed a missing persons report for your granddad a little while ago. Is it okay that I ask you a couple of questions about that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ruby Milligan. I don't need a solicitor.
Well, your husband thinks you do, and I'm inclined to agree. It was self-defense. You believed your life was in danger. You were in a highly emotional state triggered by traumatic memories of historical abuse.
Caleb told you.
Most importantly, no comment is your friend. Have they offered you a psychological assessment?
I hope you're joking. My mental capacity is perfectly intact, thank you very much.
We've no reason to believe Mrs. Milligan's rational understanding of her situation is in question.
And yet, here she is confessing to the murder of a family member whom we have absolutely no reason to believe isn't alive and well.
But has been reported missing, so.
And goes missing frequently. So unless you want to spend a few months answering questions from your professional standards department, I would advise that you halt this interview immediately.
I'd like to continue, thank you.
Yeah, I stopped looking as soon as I was convinced he was fine, that he just decided to leave the village. Anyway, what's going to happen with Mum?
Sorry, who convinced you of that it was fine? Can you remember who said that?
Yeah, the police said that there was no evidence that anything had happened to him, but they just keep the investigation open anyway. And yeah, I knew he'd done this before, and then he called me from Spain, so...
So what, you spoke to him when?
Well, it was a few months ago, I can't remember exactly. Yeah, he said he was okay.
But you didn't think to inform the police?
Well, I just assumed you would have dropped it by then.
And you were close to your granddad, yeah? Is there anything else you want to tell me?
Like what?
Look, are we done? I mean, as you can imagine, I need to try and make some kind of sense of this, and I'm worried about my wife.
Do you know what would really help is if we could locate your father-in-law, have a word with him, confirm that he's okay, and then we can put all of this to bed.
Yeah, sure. I'll see what I can do.
So when you agreed to meet your father, Anthony Fox, by the lake, as you say, what was your intention?
I suggest no comment.
I wanted to be sure he'd never come back. I mean, I wanted to confront him and make sure he left and was gone from our lives. No one else knew that I was meeting him. We were alone, and he became violent.
In what way?
He slapped me. And it made me feel... It made me feel bad.
Bad?
Like when I was a teenager. That feeling again. Pressure on my chest, like I couldn't breathe. And it took me by surprise, feeling like that. So I wanted it to stop. So I pushed him, and he lost his footing, and he hit his head. He hit his head very hard. What's going on? What's that about? What?
For the benefit of the tape, my colleague has informed me of a development.
What is it?
There's a problem. The body we pulled out of the lake, it's not Anthony Fox. So the question is, what exactly are you doing here, Ruby Milligan?
Don't look at me like that.
I'm just thinking about what we do next.
I think we just wait and see what the solicitor comes back with.
It feels like we're only just here agreeing to a plan. It didn't involve going to the police. You know we could get done for this.
Haven't you got word to go to? We'll call you if we hear anything.
I'm not going anywhere. I need to know how we're going to fix this.
Yeah. Hang on, what? Stop. Just say that again.
I'll put her on. All's have ears.
Hello? I don't know. I don't understand what's going on. They're not telling us much. I'm still under arrest. He's told me not to say any more. It's like a nightmare. I'm so sorry, Caleb. I'm so sorry.
We'll be in touch when we know more. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Speak soon. Bye.
Well, say something.
It's not him.
Who?
The body in the lake. It's not Anthony.
You are?
But it is a body. They found a body.
Yeah, apparently.
This is really weird. I can't work out if it's a good thing or not, but... Well, who is it then in the lake?
Who cares who it is?
Well, no body, no murder.
Are you serious? You think that's what they're thinking down at the station? There's also no Anthony either. So I'll tell you what there is. A totally pointless confession.
Look, I am trying to think now. You are not helping.
She's dropped us all in it for nothing.
Steph told them that he'd been in touch.
Which means they'll keep coming back until they hear from him.
I don't know what to say.
Well, Missing isn't dead.
Thanks, Miss Marple.
Right, maybe you need to go outside and cool down.
No, he's right, though. She still confessed to her murder. How do we come back from this? Oh, God, Ruby. What have you done? Right, we'll get her out of there then. That's what I'm paying you for. I don't care how you do it, just make sure that it works. OK, we'll speak later. Bye. There's a solicitor. He's about to join Ruby. The police want to carry on the interview.
Well, they won't stop now.
Well, they still need evidence, don't they? There's no body. She needs to just hold a nerve.
After 2 days in custody, she's probably terrified.
Yeah, they'll see that in her, and they'll keep wearing her down until she cracks.
This is all my fault. I should have never reported him missing all those months ago. And what if they question me again, figure out that I've actually lied about him calling from Spain?
You need to get your act together.
All right, take it easy. She's trying her best.
If we give the police another inch, we're all going to get done for this.
Oh, is that what you think? Come on, we need to do something, guys. Get her out of there.
Steph, where are you going?
I need some air.
Right. The solicitor, he's got a plan. Right now, it's Ruby's only hope.
We need them to be convinced you're mentally unwell. You can't differentiate fantasy and reality.
What if they don't believe me?
They know the body isn't your father's. You've told them it is. If you remain convinced, then they'll believe you're delusional.
But I've told them I'm fine.
You're not fine. Whatever you told them yesterday, now's the time to undo it. You gave them a false statement because of childhood trauma. Don't implicate yourself any further. You need to start unraveling.
Mrs. Milligan, sorry to keep you. Okay, so let's pick up where we left off yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
I'm more of a Financial Times and Telegraph man myself.
That body they found in the lake where the girls all died. Still unidentified, apparently. Nothing to do with you, of course. This time. Oh. What's happened to that mother of yours? I've had her order bagged up for 3 days now. She's not collected it.
Yeah, I'll let her know.
Well, she hasn't paid for it either, so you can settle up now if you want. Rude.
It's already on record that, in my view, my client needs a full psychiatric assessment. Until that is granted, this interview needs to stop.
It's not me that needs my head tested, it's her. I know that it's my father's body that you found in the lake, and I know that because that is exactly where I left him, dead.
It wasn't him, Ruby. We've checked dental records. It's irrefutable.
Is this some kind of game? To undermine me like she did?
Who did?
My mother. Twisting things, making me feel like I was lying when I was the one telling the truth.
And are you lying now?
No, I told you. I pushed him, and he fell, and he hit his head by accident.
We've searched the lakeside and the lake. Your father's body isn't there.
Well, it was. So your dental records must be wrong.
My client is clearly extremely confused and distressed.
Either that or she's doing an excellent job at pretending. People don't just walk in and confess to murder for no reason. What I want to know is, how did he end up in the water? Someone your size? Dragging a grown man on their own? Who helped you do it?
No one. I was alone, I told you.
Ah, you've told me a lot of things. I want the truth. If you're covering for someone, I want to know who. Where did you really dispose of your father's body, Ruby?
It's Sarah's
Desist. You know exactly where your father's body is and who helped you dispose of him, so drop the act and tell me which lake it was.
This one, near Robblesfield, where you found him.
I'm getting tired of this. It wasn't your father's body.
Don't gaslight me. My father, my mother, you. You think you can all twist things. I remember me, on my own, dragging him into the water.
Which water? Darblay Reservoir, Foxholes water, they're both within a 5-mile radius. I can organise a diving team to search both.
Why? When he's already in the morgue, for God's sake!
Not yet, but we can search every lake in the area if we have to, and we will find him. It appears your father's been found.
What? How?
He's in Spain. Someone must have contacted him. He's made himself known to the authorities in Malaga. You've wasted police time, Mrs. Milligan. Given the trauma you suffered, I'm prepared to let it go this time.
My client appreciates that.
Listen, whatever's been triggered here, I strongly recommend you seek psychiatric help, get some support. And if you want to pursue historic abuse charges against your father, I can help with that.
No. Thank you, that won't be necessary.
You sure? Okay, well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me.
Timely, the news of your father from Spain.
Yeah, no one's more shocked than I am.
Can I give you a lift home?
No, thanks, I'll make my own way.
You take care.
They let you out then?
What are you doing here?
I heard about your predicament. Thought I'd shed some light on your father turning up in Spain.
Is he alive? How? He can't come back here, please.
It's okay. I'll explain on the way.
Oh, right, listen,
Hey, the solicitor called. I was just about to come and get you. Oh, God, you okay?
Yeah, Mum.
What's he doing here?
Look, don't freak out. Just let me explain.
Oh, Mum. Oh, God.
Well, come on, then. What's going on?
He did this. He got me released. He used a contact in Spain to forge Anthony's passport, and then this person handed themselves in to the Spanish authorities, who contacted the police over here, who now think that Anthony is over there and alive.
Oh, they bought it?
Yeah.
Well, hang on. How did you know that Ruby was with the police?
I told him.
I found her in the shop, having a panic attack. I assumed that it was about Anthony. She didn't give it up easy, but when she did, I admitted what I knew.
And?
She corrected me. It wasn't you after all. Steph told me about Ruby and her confession, and then she asked for my help.
Look, I was desperate and I had to trust that he'd come through for us.
Which he has, above and beyond.
Your secret's safe with me, Caleb.
It better be.
I owe you, after what I took. It wasn't right of me, but I needed to survive. And I told you before, you and I aren't so different. We do what we need to do for ourselves and for our families. And that's what we are. Family.
He has saved us. With the police thinking that Anthony is alive, it's changed everything.
Are we good?
go on then.
Joe Tate? Yeah, nothing to do with me. Steph saw him before and asked for his help.
Bit of a gamble.
Yeah, well, at least it paid off. Look, it wasn't premeditated, but I was desperate.
And if the police now think Anthony's still alive, we can breathe again. We're free.
So that's it then, no more follow-ups?
Well, they asked if I wanted to pursue historic abuse charges, but I said no.
Well, we're out of it now. Whatever they found in that lake, it's got nothing to do with us.
It's a fresh start for all of us.
Right. Time for a drink then, eh?
Well, there's a do on, but we can always drink in the back.
Don't get where we go as long as he's paying, eh?